Okay, welcome everybody. So tonight's evening is about images of enlightenment or images of embodiment, and so I thought we haven't checked in really we didn't do any checking in the space element, and we haven't done any so far in consciousness. So I thought it'd be good to actually catch up a little bit with each other and check in how we're doing. Yeah, the main theme of today is kind of just connecting with images of enlightenment or your inspirations. So what's your inspiration in terms of the Buddha or bodhisattvas or whatever it is, whatever it is. So there'll be time to talk about that in the breakout groups. But what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to share some of my inspiration. So I started my Triratna career at West London Buddhist Centre in 1988, and Sthira Prabhu was there with me at that time. And so I was there for about 6 years, and it was a really nice little intimate Buddhist centre, a bit anarchic, lots of artists, writers, and that sort of thing. So yeah, I loved that. And then I moved to Manchester, and Manchester was a lot bigger. We were converting a warehouse into the new Buddhist centre, and we bought a building in a derelict area. There's hardly anybody had a building, kind of that they were using in that area. So it was a bit of a bold thing, but we spent like nearly 2 years converting the warehouse, and ended up with this beautiful Buddhist centre. It's all kind of bare brick and everything, 5 stories high. So I when I got ordained in 97, I ended up doing, I was on the festival committee with Vidyamala, and who now runs Breathworks, and Guniketa, who now runs Oslo Buddhist Centre, and we had a little team, and we'd sort of put things on. And the festivals, there wasn't much happening at the time, really. The people would think, oh, it's Buddha Day next week, we better do something. And we thought that was just crap, so we started really making a lot of effort, and I was involved in doing the shrines a lot of the time and designing rituals and things to spark people's imagination. And then I got involved in Buddha Field about 2000. The first time I was on a team, I was on the ritual team in 2000 with Lokabandhu and Varabhadra and Akashati. So this has been my inspiration. So what I'm going to do is play a slideshow for probably about 10 minutes or something. And it's also got some of my paintings in as well that I've done that are kind of Buddhas and stuff like that. So Turn it off to okay, I got a bit emotional watching that. Yeah, so I just think it's just really nice to connect with Buddhafield and images from Buddhafield, and for me to connect with those other images, you know. So we'll have a chance to share our kind of, what I want you to do is like split up into breakout rooms, like 4 people to a room, and then spend the first 10 minutes just so how many people have we got in altogether?
We had 24 going into breakout rooms.
Oh, okay. That's right, for the others.
Is that you, Art?
No, Dharma Bandhu, it's not me.
Oh, it's not.
Is that not you either?
No, it's not me.
Looks like you. All right, so we've got 10 minutes to just share anything we want to share about how we're doing, or you know, what we're inspired by, that sort of thing. You know, did you resonate with the slideshow and stuff? Seeing images of Buddhafield.
I love them. I love seeing. I'm realizing that I really love seeing other people's shrines or other people's versions of shrines. Like for me, other people's demonstration of devotion just kind of ramps up my own. Just find it really something about the kind of physical, colourful, the whole layouts, just the whole kind of artness of it, the aesthetic of it, just really brews my faith. Lovely. So thank you. I thought that was delightful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. There's something of just, you totally evoked the joy and the beauty, and I don't know if you can hear me actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, just that just seeing everyone sort of reverencing, and yeah, it's just joy and heartfelt, and co-created and created by people. You know, there's something that's just really human. Really love it. Yeah, really miss being in a field.
Yeah.
Pictures of people. Anyway, this is good.
Yeah, I'll just say a couple of things. That was fantastic, Mahabodhi. Beyond the music and the photos that you put up, just a creation of beauty, really. I think what you communicated, and the beauty of Buddhafield and the beauty of centers and people just coming together on the basis of spiritual values and creating sangha, creating. I'll leave it there. Could say more, but yeah, I'll leave it there. It was great.
Thanks. Anyone want to share what particular inspirations that they have at the moment? Sam? John?
Yeah. Well, surely it doesn't get any better than this. As a result of doing this online Zoom thing, and I got cut off from our chat room because my battery went. But I haven't taken to Zoom things before, but because of this course, it's much more likely I'm going to be able to get back into doing a daily practice of meditation. So I'm looking forward to that, and I've loved it. It's been, as I said in the chat room, I'm deeply honored and so fortunate enough to have known the Buddhafield crew. As soon as I saw this online advertisement, I saw the word Buddhafield, and as I was saying in the chat room just now, I sort of expected this high quality. You can just tell all the probably thousands of hours that you've put into putting this course together. It shines through on the course. So very happy, very privileged to have known you. It was a genius move what you did back then to make outreach to people like me. It wouldn't have made any sense if I'd have been in a more stuffy setting. It wouldn't have resonated. And I thought your slideshow was just, yeah, what Dhamma said then. You just it just showed the beauty. When you were watching it, did you ever thought, hey, I've done all right here? Did you have a bit of like, you know what I mean? That ain't bad yourself when you were watching it?
Yeah, I bet, yeah, definitely. 20 years of work, really, yeah.
So thank you. So I'm much more likely to be able to get into some daily practice from now on, and that's got to be a winner, isn't it?
Yeah. Any more?
I just want to mention Stera Prabha sat there very quiet.
Yeah.
I know him from many years, and Buddhafield as well, and we live in Brighton together.
Well, I live in Hove.
Oh.
But I don't really even live in Hove. I live in Hangleton, mate.
Okay, mate.
Yeah, so obviously my inspiration is pain, really, rather than anything else. But it's been nice to sort of to meet a few people and be reminded of Buddhafield and old friends, 1988 and all that. So yeah, I think we all need just reminders. Sometimes not, big reminders, but just the odd nudge. Whether it's an email or whether it's directly from a friend. So yeah, thanks, Mahabodhi, for bringing me along.
Yeah.
Tonight, and good to see you, Dharmabandhu. And who knows, we might meet up one day, person to person. I've got some work from you actually, but I'll come back to that later.
Okay, mate. Okay.
So, Sarah Prabha, when was the last time you did a Buddhafield meditation teaching thing?
Actually, I was living in Istanbul. Funny enough, so that's about 10 years, 10, 11 years ago. So I was briefly with Padmapani's meditation team in the early, in the noughties, I suppose.
Yeah.
So the last one, I had a year in Istanbul and I came back to the Buddhafield. Possibly the last time I did anything in this kind of
anything vaguely Buddhist.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, apart from funerals, which I suppose we need to bear in mind. I think I can't remember what one of the people in our little group was mentioning the the puja that I think it might have been Alex mentioned the puja that you're doing in the morning, and we don't know how long we've got, and of course we also don't know sometimes how long our friends have got. So actually, between over the last 10 years, one of the main things I've done really has been funerals, actually. People my age or younger.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a kind of inspiration in a way, or a reminder, I suppose.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah.
So it's about 1:15. So we're going to do a puja for like 35. Okay, so we're on again. So shall we just kind of get into a little bit of a meditation posture? So when people do pujas, often on Zoom, they have like one person who repeats things back, like call and response, and then everybody else is on mute so that you don't have a kind of cacophony of voices and all that. So would anyone like to be the person repeating things back to me? You muted down.
I'd be happy to, unless somebody else would like to.
Maggie, did you want to do it? No.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I'm not experienced at doing this on a solitary basis, but
Okay.
It's usually a great big group of us repeating it.
Yeah.
You're not going, as long as you're not going to do any singing.
No.
Mantras. Mm-hmm. Am I doing it then?
Yeah. Go on then. All
Okay.
right. Yeah. So this is a puja to green Tara. Let's see how we go. Abs, is there anything on after this?
I don't believe so.
Okay. All right.
Washing up.
Yeah. Puja to green Tara. I and all sentient beings,
I and all sentient beings,
until the attainment of enlightenment,
until the attainment of enlightenment,
go for refuge with great faith
go for refuge with great faith
to the Buddha,
to the Buddha,
the perfectly awakened one,
the perfectly awakened one,
to the Dharma,
to the Dharma,
the path and the teaching,
the path and the teaching,
to the Arya Sangha,
to the Arya Sangha,
who have realized the levels of awakening,
who have realized the levels of awakening,
to the one who is the embodiment
to the one who is the embodiment
of these three precious jewels,
of these three precious jewels,
and of all the teachers of the lineage,
and of all the teachers of the lineage,
the Bodhisattva Aryatara.
the Bodhisattva Aryatara.
I go for refuge.
I go for refuge.
Generating the bodhicitta. By the virtuous merit that I collect,
by the virtuous merit that I collect,
by practicing giving and the other perfections,
I practice the giving of the other perfections.
may I attain the state of a Buddha.
May I attain the state of a Buddha.
And benefit sentient beings.
and benefit sentient beings.
May all sentient beings possess happiness
May all sentient beings possess happiness
and the causes of happiness.
and the causes of happiness.
May they be separated from suffering
May they be separated from suffering
and the causes of suffering.
and the causes of suffering.
May they never be separated
May they never be separated
from the happiness that knows no suffering.
from the happiness that knows no suffering.
May they abide in equanimity,
May they abide in equanimity,
free from attachment and aversion.
free from attachments and aversion.
Contemplation of Shunyata.
Contemplation of Shunyata.
All around me is the deep blue sky,
All around me is the deep blue sky,
stretching out in all directions,
stretching out in all directions,
above, below, and all around.
above, below, and all around.
Everything dissolves into the clear blue sky.
Everything dissolves into the clear blue sky.
My body and mind dissolve
My body and mind dissolve
into a mass of brilliant white light.
into a mass of brilliant white light.
Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarvadamaha Swabhava Shuddho Ham. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarvadamaha Swabhava Shuddho Ham. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarvadamaha Swabhava Shuddho Ham. Identification with Tara.
Identification with Tara.
Within my heart is a pale blue lotus.
Within my heart is a pale blue lotus.
On a white moon disk rests the bija tongue.
On a white moon disk rests the bija tongue,
The jade green sea symbol of Tara.
the jade green sea symbol of Tara.
Tara sits on a pale blue lotus flower
Tara sits on a pale blue lotus flower
and a pure white moonlit mat.
and a pure white moonlit mat.
Her left leg is in meditation position.
Her left leg is in meditation position.
Her right leg steps onto a lotus into the world.
The right leg steps onto a lotus into the world.
Her right hand reaches out in the mudra of giving.
Her right hand reaches out in the mudra of giving.
Her left hand close to her heart
The left hand close to her heart.
holds three pale blue upcolor flowers.
All three pale blue but cauliflowers.
Her body is bright, young, and beautiful,
Her body is bright, young, and beautiful,
with a gently smiling face, bright, wide eyes.
with a gently smiling face, bright, wide eyes,
And a deep, wise, compassionate expression.
and a deep, wise, compassionate expression.
She is dressed in beautiful silken garments.
She is dressed in beautiful silken garments,
A rainbow-coloured garment around her legs.
a rainbow-coloured garment around her legs,
A white silken sash over her left shoulder.
a white silken sash over her left shoulder.
Her body is adorned with the ornaments of gold.
Her body is adorned with the ornaments of gold.
She wears golden anklets, bracelets,
She wears golden anklets, bracelets,
necklaces and earrings,
necklaces and earrings,
studded with jewels.
studded with jewels.
And on her head is a golden crown with diamonds.
On her head is a golden crown with diamonds.
Around her head is a halo of soft red light.
Around her head is a halo of soft red light.
Around her body is an aura of deep blue light.
Around her body is an aura of deep blue light.
She is made of light and floats in a pool of light.
She is made of light and floats in a pool of light.
Above her head is the Buddha Amitabha.
Above her head is the Buddha Amitabha,
seated in deep meditation.
seated in deep meditation.
He shines with a luminous red light,
He shines with a luminous red light,
the color of a rich, glowing ruby.
the color of a rich, glowing ruby.
Around the tongue in Tara's heart turns the mantra.
Around
Om Tare Tu Re Swaha. 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 Om Tare
Tutare Turi Swaha.
Om Tare. From the syllables of the mantra flow rainbow light
From the silver bowls of the mantra flows rainbow light
that fill my heart and entire body with bliss.
that fill my heart and entire body with bliss.
Then the rainbow rays of light gather together
Then the rainbow rays of light gather together
and flow from the crown of Tara's head into the deep blue sky.
and flow from the crown of Tara's head into the deep blue sky
In 8 beautiful arcing rainbows.
in a beautiful arcing rainbow.
In 8 beautiful arcing rainbows.
In 8 beautiful arcing rainbows.
Flowing out towards the 8 great bodhisattvas.
Flowing out towards the 8 great bodhisattvas.
At the end of each rainbow arc is a beautiful offering goddess.
And at the end of each rainbow arc is a beautiful offering goddess.
On the right is white four-armed Avalokiteshvara.
On the right is white four-armed Avalokiteshvara,
Embodying kindness and compassion,
embodying kindness and compassion,
and holding a scintillating jewel to his heart.
and holding a scintillating jewel to his heart.
In the middle is tawny orange Manjughosha.
In the middle is tawny orange Manjughosha,
The beautiful and youthful Lord of Wisdom.
the beautiful and youthful Lord of Wisdom.
Brandishes a flaming sword aloft,
Brandishes a flaming sword aloft,
and holding to his heart the perfection of wisdom.
and holding to his heart the perfection of wisdom.
To the left is deep blue, peaceful Vajrapani.
To the left is deep blue, peaceful Vajrapani,
Sitting in the playful posture of royal ease,
sitting in the playful posture of royal ease,
and holding a golden Vajra in his hand.
and holding a golden Vajra in his hand.
Above them on the left is golden Maitreya,
Above them on the left is golden Maitreya,
seated on a throne with his hands in the teaching mudra.
seated on a throne with his hands in the teaching mudra.
In the middle is golden Akashagarbha,
In the middle is golden Akashababa,
sitting in meditation and holding a wish-fulfilling jewel.
sitting in meditation and holding a wish-fulfilling jewel.
On the right is the monk Shittigarbha,
On the right is Mung Shittigarbha,
wearing a saffron robe and holding a mendicant's staff.
wearing a saffron robe and holding the mendicant staff.
Above them on the right is white Mahastama Prapta,
Above them on the right is white Mahanastav Prakta,
sitting in deep meditation and holding blue lotus flowers.
sitting in deep meditation and holding blue lotus flowers.
To the left is white Samantabhadra,
To the right is white Mitanchabhadra,
sitting in deep meditation and holding a Dharma chakra wheel.
sitting in deep meditation and holding the Dharma chakra wheel.
Paying homage to the Bodhisattvas.
Paying homage to the Bodhisattvas.
Reverently I prostrate to the Venerable Aryatara,
Venerably I prostrate to the Venerable Aryatara
and to all the conquering Buddhas,
and to all the concrete Buddhas,
and to the Bodhisattvas who reside in the 10 directions,
and to the Bodhisattvas who reside in the 10 directions,
throughout the past, present, and future.
throughout the past, present, and future.
I offer flowers, incense, lamps,
I offer flowers, incense, lamps,
pure water, perfume, food, and music,
pure water, perfume, food, and music,
both those actually arranged here
with those actually arranged here
and those mentally transformed.
and those mentally transformed.
Please accept them, assembly of Bodhisattvas.
Please accept them, assembled at Bodhisattvas,
I declare all that I have done
and declare all that I have done
from beginningless time until now,
from beginningless time until now,
with my mind being under the sway of delusion,
with my mind being under the sway of delusion,
the 10 non-virtues,
the 10 non-virtues,
and the 5 heinous crimes.
and the 5 heinous crimes.
I rejoice in whatever virtuous merit
I rejoice in whatever virtuous merits
has been accumulated throughout the 3 times
has been accumulated throughout the 3 times
by disciples, sages, bodhisattvas,
by disciples, sages, bodhisattvas,
teachers, and ordinary beings.
teachers, and ordinary beings.
I request you to turn the wheel of the Dharma,
I request you turn the wheel of the Dharma,
the small, great, and tantric vehicles,
the small, great, and tantric vehicles,
in accordance with the intentions of all sentient beings,
in accordance with the intentions of all sentient beings,
and suited to their individual minds.
and suited to their individual minds.
I beseech you to remain until samsara ends,
I beseech you to remain until samsara ends,
and not to pass away to the
And-
state beyond sorrow.
and not to pass away to the state beyond sorrow.
Please, with your boundless compassion,
Please, with your boundless compassion,
look upon all beings drowning in the ocean of suffering.
look upon all beings drowning in the ocean of suffering.
May whatever merit I have accumulated
May whatever merit I have accumulated
be totally transformed into the cause of enlightenment,
be totally transformed to the cause of enlightenment,
and may I become,
and may I become,
without a long passage of time,
without a long passage of time,
the glorious Bodhisattva,
a glorious Bodhisattva,
benefiting all migrating beings.
benefiting all migrating beings.
receiving the blessings.
Receiving the blessings.
O great Bodhisattvas,
O great Bodhisattvas,
please receive these offerings
please receive these offerings
and bless me with your spiritual qualities.
and bless me with those spiritual qualities.
Avalokiteshvara,
Avalokiteshvara,
bless me with your great compassion.
bless me with your great compassion.
Manjughosha,
Manjughosha,
bless me with your great wisdom.
bless me with your great wisdom.
Vajrapani,
Vajrapani,
bless me with your limitless energy.
bless me with your limitless energy.
Maitreya,
Maitreya,
bless me with your loving kindness.
bless me with your loving kindness.
Akashagarbha,
Akashagarbha,
bless me with your generosity.
bless me with your generosity.
Shittigarbha,
Shittigarbha,
bless me with your stillness, simplicity, and contentment.
bless me with your stillness, simplicity, and contentment.
Mahastama Prapta,
Mahastama Prakta,
bless me with your meditative power.
bless me with your meditative power.
Samantabhadra,
Samantabhadra,
bless me with your patience.
bless me with your patience.
Pour your blessings down upon me
Pour your blessings down upon me
through the crown of my head
through the crown of my head
onto my heart,
onto my heart,
filling my whole body with the nectar of great bliss.
filling my whole body with the nectar of great bliss.
From Tara's heart,
From Tara's heart,
beams of rainbow light
beams of rainbow light
radiate out into the 6 realms,
radiate out into the 6 realms,
entering the hearts of all sentient beings,
entering the hearts of all sentient beings,
purifying them,
purifying them,
filling them with joy,
filling them with joy,
removing all their obstacles,
removing all their obstacles,
and alleviating their suffering.
and alleviating their suffering.
May all beings of the 6 realms
May all beings of the 6 realms
receive the nectar light of the Dharma
receive the nectar light of the Dharma
and become established on the path.
and become established on the path.
Conclusion.
Conclusion.
By this virtue may I quickly become
By this virtue may I quickly become
the venerable goddess Aryatara,
the venerable goddess Aryatara.
and may I lead every transmigrating being
May I lead every transmigrating being
without exception to her most supreme state,
without exception to their most extreme
Supreme
said state,
by whatever virtue I have collected
by whatever virtue I have collected
from venerating this sublime goddess.
from venerating this sublime goddess.
May all sentient beings without exception
May all sentient beings without exception
be born in Sukhavati,
being born in
Sukhavati,
Sikhavati,
the joyful Pure Land.
the joyful Pure Land.
So just sitting and absorbing the words of the puja for the next 5 minutes.